and that's the last thing we want to do. That's a direct order. Do it now.
He's been put down, ripped off, cut open. Now he's unleashed. The American insurgency starts now. This is Rusty Humphries, Rebellion Radio.
Well, hello, my brother from another mother. How are you? My sister from another mister. Hello, welcome. My name is Rusty Humphries. This is the official Rusty Humphries Rebellion. We are powered by right-wing news. You can see us every night on many Facebook pages, including Liberty One TV. Go to liberty1tv.com. We are sponsored tonight by the Hear Me Out app. If you have not followed me in the Hear Me Out app, please do so right now. It's a great app. It is an app that will make it so that we can still communicate when these big social media companies decide to completely squash our freedom of speech. And I'm telling you, they are doing it every single day. All right, so here's the first thing. Story that is showing us that we're being censored. By the way, again, follow me in the Hear Me Out app. Download it to your phone. Find me. Rusty Humphries, there's a great thing. Oh, I can't even find it now. Just find me, Rusty Humphries. Hashtag Rusty, you'll find me, follow me. And if you do that, type in hashtag Rusty, I'll follow you too. All right? It's a lot of fun. James go, what up, Rusty? James from Stratford, Connecticut. Mary Jane is from Des Moines. Matthew is in, is there? Gene, is there? Uncle Ted and Rusty, yeah. Des Moines, Iowa, hello. Tommy's there, upstate New York, hi. Linda's there. Linda says, I'm seeing things finally tonight, which I already knew. Our men are losing their masculinity in the past several years. I'm so saddened by this, and I hope that women will start to realize how important real men are to our society. I can totally get into that one, too, because you are absolutely right. It is a topic that bothers me on a daily basis, the sissification, the wussification, the Oprahfication of men today. And we can get into that, but that's not what I want to do. Nancy's there from Peoria, Arizona, which is right down the street. I was in Peoria today. How you doing? Raj is in San Antonio. Okay, first thing. I want you to type in the box a major product. Here's the rumor that Facebook, I got to be quiet because Facebook will probably try to censor me again, but they are listening to your phone, and it's not like they got some guy, named Gus in the back. Okay, I wonder what Rusty's about to say. But what they're doing is that they are listening for products and services, and then magically those show up on your Facebook page and on your browser. Google, too, I guess, is doing this. So here's the experiment. I want to get one that you put out there, okay, that somebody puts out, and then I want to say it a bunch of times today and then see if that product shows up on my Facebook or Google feeds in the next couple of days. Okay? Debbie's got one, but that one's too big. Michael says, Rusty, every time I turn on your show, the FBI wants to listen to you. Keep repeating out there. I told you the FBI committed perjury. You laughed. Why do you think you lose sound? Okay. Let's see here. Mary's living in Arizona. Okay, James, that's a pretty good one. Michael, it's got to be a specific brand name. James says, I'm frozen. Patty is in Columbus, Ohio. Dana says, I'm rocking. Democrat eraser. Okay, Kathy, there's a good one. Cribs. I'm thinking about getting some cribs for my baby. I'm going to have a baby. I'm not really having a baby. We're going to see if we can fool this, okay? We're having a baby pretty soon, and by golly jeepers, we need to get a crib. And I want an expensive crib. I want the best crib ever because I want the best baby, and my baby needs to be taken care of, and so we are going to get the best crib ever. Okay, so let's see if crib shows up on my feed. That's a pretty good one. That was a good one. Yep, a crib is a baby crib. That's, oh boy, boy, do I need a baby crib. I can't get enough cribs. I need to spend a lot of money on cribs. Martin says power tools, car seats, car insurance. Again, well, Nancy says it froze and missed the experiment. My phone echoes in the background. What, am I echoing? I shouldn't be echoing. Oh, okay. Fluke meter accessories. Okay. It's a baby crew. Now, here's another story that's breaking tonight, coming out of a store I love. Well, I haven't been there as much. I don't know why. But Best Buy is in the news. What are they doing? Let's show you this report.
The FBI paid Best Buy Geek Squad employees to act as informants, according to documents obtained by the nonprofit Electronic Frontier Foundation. The documents show that the FBI and Best Buy have had a relationship that goes back at least 10 years. The FBI and Geek Squad appeared to have had a process for how the Bureau would investigate and prosecute people who had given their devices to Geek Squad to be repaired. The documents show that Geek Squad would only call the FBI if they found possible illegal material during manual searches.
Okay. So if you've got illegal material on your computer, Best Buy and the Geek Squad's going to turn you in. I guess I kind of knew that when it came to child porn or something. But I don't know. I mean, does it bother you that the FBI and the Geek Squad are working together? Or do you think, no, that's good. We need to stop, child porn. But then again, the question's going to be, what's the next step? How far does this go? How much does Big Brother get into our computers? How much does Big Brother get into what it is that we do? And then when do we say stop? Let's see here. Marie says, why do your do not grow up people? Why do your do not grow up people? Joshua says it keeps repeating the broadcast. Hold on. When do we say stop? Huh. Let's see here. I'm not hearing it. I just got the feed. Michael says, let's talk about the freedom of speak and how it's used today. Do we really have 100% freedom? Mary says, Amazon has free Kindle books besides the ones you pay for. I own a Kindle reader. Will that show up now? Oh. Mary Lou wants dog agility class. See, Joshua, I think you're the only one saying I'm echoing, so maybe it's yours. But no, we're doing cribs. Yeah, boy, do I need a crib. Running shoes, that's another good one. Monica says, we can't say stop. We have no rights anymore. Robin says, I'm not ashamed. They can see all. It's not right. Edward says, ammo by ammo. Paints, weathering supplies. Rick says, Big Brother's watching. Diane says, hashtag no gun control, Democrat control needed. Yep. Gary thinks Big Brother is everywhere. Kim says it does keep repeating the broadcast. I don't know why. I'm doing everything right, I think. If it's driving you crazy, I apologize. You can listen to the podcast. I know the podcast is sounding good. James says I would look funny in the crib. Yes. Mary's not hearing the echo either. Man, it's probably just some people being silly. All right. I live in the state of Arizona. And today, by the way, today is going to be a short show. Short show Wednesday. Why? Because I don't want to do it forever. I did go shooting today. I haven't done that forever. I live pretty close to a major gun range, and we went skeet shooting, and I did pretty good. I can't remember the last time. I think the last time I went shoot was skeet shooting was like in the 90s, early 2000s. And my friends are like, you're lying. I got good shooting when I was playing video games. Raina thinks, I really don't believe we have freedom of speech. Here's the thing. Well, there's nothing stopping you from speaking out and for freedom of speech. What I'm scared about is, number one, is my phone listening to me? Cribs. Boy, I need a baby crib. Oh, I want a baby crib. Oh, a crib for the baby? Wouldn't that be great? Again, I want to see if baby crib ads pop up. And by the way, I haven't typed baby crib in a computer in my life. Ever. I mean, I bought a baby crib once, but that was a long time ago. So that'll be very interesting. Did my gun walk into the range on its own? No, it did not. I actually had to carry it to the range. And I don't want to brag, but I had a pretty good shot. JCPenney's has really nice cribs also. Well, you know what? I probably wouldn't go to JCPenney's. Target. I would probably go to Target for a crib. Or Macy's for a crib. Let's see if those pop up. Lazy gun. Arkansas is listening. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, so I was telling you, I live in Arizona. And in Arizona, we don't spring forward or fall back. I guess we're on permanent daylight savings time. I get confused, and everybody else gets confused, and I always have to do the math in my head. Okay, am I 2 hours behind New York, 1 hour behind Los Angeles, or is it the same as Los Angeles? And what time of the year is that changing? And I don't know. Anyway, Florida is going to join Arizona, it looks like. Florida lawmakers vote to stay in daylight savings time all year long. It took the state Senate less than a minute to pass the Sunshine Protection Act. The bill now goes to the desk of Governor Rick Scott, but it's far from a done deal. Even if the governor approves, a change like this will literally take an act of Congress. But if all is approved, Floridians who set their clocks ahead 1 hour Sunday when daylight savings times begin won't have to mess with it again ever. Here's my question. Do you like the daylight savings time? I mean, I grew up with it. It never bothered me. Some people, it drives them crazy. Kay says you may have an apartment listing show up for the crib. Okay, that's possible. Nancy says, except for the Navajo Nation, Rusty, they changed the clock in Arizona. Okay. Ron says, I remember when you were in Reno, loved your show. You were getting as fat as I am. Well, thank you, Ron. Actually, thank you for asking. This is not fat, actually. I have had an autoimmune disease, and I am fighting it right now, and it makes my face look fatter. But it's going to get better. We're getting better, feeling better, and the face should look better soon. Actually, I'm a lot skinnier than I was when I was in Reno. I'm actually like way down. I think I'm like 50 pounds less than when I was in Reno. That's true. Katie says, please unsubscribe me. Katie, I didn't subscribe you at all, but thanks for asking. Mary says, New Mexico needs to stay in daylight savings time. We always lag behind. Joshua says, the NRA are terrorists now? No. Patricia says, that would be nice. It drives me nuts. I'm just talking about daylight savings time. Carol says, when I look at some items, they tend to show up on my feed, but I only talk to my phone when I'm cussing at some liberal idiot. George says, I'm not a farmer, so it doesn't affect me. Mary loves daylight savings time. Mel says, most of Arizona does not use daylight savings time. The only exception is the Navajo Nation, with clocks spring forward 1 hour together with the rest of the United States. Blah, blah, blah. Rodney is a California deplorable. Robin says, that was mean. You look great. No, I do not look great. I'll admit it. My face, I'm working on it, though. I've been eating healthy. I'm a lot skinnier than I was a long time ago. But Mary, thank you. James says, autoimmune disease, a fried chicken diet more like it. Well, that's funny. Actually, James, no. You can see his thing right here. I don't talk about this much, but I almost died a couple years ago. There's this part of my neck, and it got big, and I did what every man did, is I waited like a month. I mean, and this just popped up like one day, and I waited a month, and it was with Suzanne Summers, who doesn't like doctors a lot, and she goes, "Holy moly, Rusty, you got to go see a doctor." So I went to the doc in the box, and the guy goes, "I ain't never seen that before. You need to go to a ENT, ear, nose, throat guy." Okay. Oh, no, they sent me to the hospital first. The hospital went, "Yeah, we ain't never seen that before. Go to the ENT." ENT guy goes, "I ain't never seen that before. You need to go get a biopsy." Biopsy guy goes, "Oh, it's no big deal. We'll do 4 needles." He sticks 4 needles in, goes to the microscope, and he's looking. He goes, "Man, I ain't never seen that before." "Well, what, are you new at this?" "No, I've been doing it 20 years. I've never seen this before. We need to do 4 more needles." Okay. Go back to the ENT, and he goes, "Okay, we're hoping it's tuberculosis." "We're hoping? That's the good news? Tuberculosis is the good news?" He says, "Yeah, we're hoping it's tuberculosis. Or lymphoma." Lymphoma is a good news? So go and have a surgery. It's supposed to take an hour. Ends up taking 4 hours. And they find this bug, I guess, eating the inside of my veins and was eating at my jugular vein. And he had to snip my jugular vein in half and stitch it back up together. And I couldn't even talk hardly for like 2 months. So it was weird. I know I'm getting old. "Oh, yeah. Well, my left testicle has been blue for 14 years. You know, I'm not trying to sound like an old guy, but anyway, that's just the story. Let's see. Carol says, "Been down that same road with my son, but it was cancer." It doesn't have cancer. And I found out I'm doing some stuff through diet and exercise, which is making a big difference. Diane says, "The more you down NRA, the more that you will join the NRA. You negative people about the NRA are good salesmen." I got no beef with the NRA. I don't care. Let's see here. Catherine says, "Believe Congress is extremely arrogant to change the clock so they can't submit and endorse a balanced budget." That's true. James says, "Sorry, man, I was kidding about the fried chicken." That's all right. You don't know. I'm just some guy on the computer. Speaking of guns, Ted Cruz kind of hit it out of the park. He was talking with those 2 idiots on MSNBC, Mika and Joe. What a joke they are. What a joke. What a bunch of maroons. But Ted Cruz gave it to him good. Let's see what he had to say.
Even a dumb country lawyer like me understands that an AR-15 today is not recognized as a constitutional right of Americans under the Second Amendment. Is that right or wrong?
Actually, under the test that the Supreme Court laid out in Heller, whether an instrument of defense is in common and popular usage, the AR-15 is one of the most popular and common weapons in the United States. Under the test of Heller,
so
it is clearly protected.
You would think that the Supreme Court of the United States would actually accept one of these cases and say what you're saying. But you were talking about what you want the law to be.
No.
I'm talking about what the law is.
But the test Scalia laid out is whether it is popular. Is this a weapon that is commonly desired? What the Second Amendment says is the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
You know there is not a constitutional...
Joe, who's talking down to whom? You say lawyers are rolling their eyes at me. I mean, let's just be clear. My career was litigating before the Supreme Court. So actually, this is not an uncommon thing. I recognize that's not what you do.
You go, Ted Cruz. Nice job, IRJ Red. You go, Ted Cruz. Nice job. That was a good one. That was a good one. Nice job. Carol says, Mika and Joe, the poster kids for brain transplants. That's funny. Gary says, I just got a thing on my Facebook that said this was spam. I'm a big fan of spam. I always get spam when I go to Hawaii. This show is not spam. Mike says, Rusty, if your left testicle is blue, then PM me. I'll advise you how to fix that problem. Why, thanks, Mike. I do appreciate that. Ron says, Rusty kidding about the fatter the meat comment. Glad to see you on the net after all these. Says, I've been doing this show. That's the other thing. People go, why are you doing it online and not on a radio station? For those of you who don't know, I used to have the 6th largest talk show in America. It was, let's see, in order as I recall. It's been a little while. Rush, then Hannity, then Savage. I don't remember the rest of them. Logan says, in all caps, Rusty, you should just find a building with a 13th floor and jump out the nearest window. That way you'll end up being maggot juice. Logan, you got me. Logan, you hurt my feelings. Logan, that's not. What are you, an idiot, Logan? You think I'm a snowflake like you? You think I'm a candy-ass, wussy piece of garbage like you? Logan, give me a break. Logan, jump out the window. Why? Why? Because you disagree with my politics? You think I should be dead? See, this is the problem with the left. The snowflakes, the candy asses, the Oprah-fied, wussified candy ass little baby boys that we have. I don't like what you say, so you should die. I should die because you don't agree with me, Logan. There's only one thing I can say. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart, Logan. I'm sorry your parents were first cousins. It's very sad when first cousins reproduce and have children like you. I'm sure you have a lot of mental and physical problems. I understand. And listen, just remember this one thing. We're not laughing with you. We are laughing at you. Combined, all of us, we're laughing at you. So have a nice night. Okay. Let's see here. Heard the emergency bronco. Ray says, I have a question. Why wasn't gun control legislation passed when the Democrats had the House in the sink the first year of the Obama administration? Why didn't they pass DACA? Why didn't they pass all these things that they want to accuse Republicans of being evil on and blah, 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 flippity flow, yo, yo, yo. It's just, I'm sick of all these politicians. I'm just sick of the lies. I'm sick of the lies. I just want the truth out there. By the way, can I get an amen? Can I get an amen, brothers and sisters? Do me a favor and share this video. Share it. They're saying this is spam. This isn't spam. It's the truth that needs to be heard. So share the video. You teach old Zuck a lesson. Share the video. If you're listening to the podcast, share the podcast. Oh, now I'm starting to slow down. I can see it. Come on, brothers and sisters. Share this video before they shut me down. Share it before they shut me down. All right, there was a seat. Yeah, here we go. There was a video on Hannity. It looks like California is being sued by the federal government. What's that story?
President Trump's fight against California's sanctuary policies. Here with more, Fox News chief national correspondent, our own Ed Hedry tonight. Ed, what's happening?
Sean, great to see you. In fact, this is breaking just this hour. Fox News learning the Trump administration is filing a lawsuit tonight against the state of California, charging that 3 recently passed state laws are interfering with federal immigration enforcement. Attorney General Jeff Sessions is in California himself tonight, declaring he's determined to enforce the law and reduce crime, and is seeking an injunction to block the 3 California laws, including one that justice officials say is preventing private companies from voluntarily cooperating with ICE officials. This confrontation, of course, comes shortly after Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf took the resist movement to a whole new level. warning potential targets that ICE agents were planning to arrest them around the Bay Area last month. Yet the president struck back this week with a major court victory, a federal judge ruling the White House can withhold $1 million federal grant to California because of concerns about that state's sanctuary city policies. That basically it's a sanctuary state now, giving refuge to about 2.5 million illegal immigrants right now. On the other side of the country, near Harpers Ferry, West Virginia, several MS-13 gang members are facing life sentences after they were convicted of restraining and then killing a Virginia man who was believed to be aligned with a rival gang member. Now, the gruesome part is the man was stabbed more than 50 times after being lured to a rock quarry. Then his body was dumped into a ditch while the MS-13 gang members tried to burn their own clothing to destroy the evidence. Bottom line is the Attorney General is now leaving the door open to filing suits not just in California, but all around the country, Sean.
All right, thanks for that report.
Awful story. Awful story. I haven't seen that story on MSNBC, but then again, I don't watch it like I watch MSNBC or CNN. That's just funny. That's just me being silly funny. By the way, are you following me on the Hear Me Out app? It's so important. These SOBs and these major social media companies, the ones you're watching right now, they want to silence us. They do. They don't want you to hear what I have to say, and they want to be able to control everything you say and do. I have some friends that have a brand new app. It's called Hear Me Out. Hear Me Out. And it's like Twitter, except you talk. 41 seconds, short little messages. I find it fun, interesting. Some people on there kooky. Some people are fascinating. My friend Chuck Woolery's on there. I'm on there. Mike Huckabee's on there. Larry King is on there. They're just getting started. This is like before Twitter got big or Facebook got big. And so what I'm trying to do is encourage more of my friends like you to get on the Hear Me Out app and participate and put messages up and communicate with me so that we as conservatives might have a big impact on this app before it explodes, before it gets big. So please follow me. Download Hear Me Out app on your smartphone, on your phone. Very easy. You know how to get an app on your phone. Find the Hear Me Out app and then find me, Rusty Humphries. Hashtag Rusty when you do the search is very easy. And listen, comment. If you want to post stuff, do it. Please do. And if you type in hashtag Rusty, I'll follow you too. All right? Will Hear Me Out work on a Kindle? No, Judy, it only works on your phone. And people say, well, what about video? It doesn't do video. It's just like Twitter, but for audio. Okay? Curtis says, forget about the lawsuit. Let's just defund California. No federal money. What would they do without federal money? Sanctuary is sedition, says Duke. Gene says, I sent Hear Me Out app to my brother and friends in Boise. Gene, you rock. Gene gets the you rock double thumbs up. Everybody give him a thumbs up. Give Gene a thumbs up, would you please, everybody? Everybody now. Everybody now. Give Gene the thumbs up because we like Gene because he's following me on the Hear Me Out app. Thank you. I never said I wasn't an idiot. I never said I wasn't. Nancy's here doing the Hear Me Out. Not heat me out, Nancy. It's Hear Me Out. Georgia thinks we need to sue California, that they're evil people. Hear Me Out app not on the iPad? No, Nancy, from what I understand, it's just on the phones. Mark says traders don't deserve federal money. Nikki says, did you hear Washington State enacted its own net neutrality laws? No, I didn't hear that. I'll have to look into that. I grew up in Washington State. When I grew up, I guess I didn't know it was so kooky. I never fell trap to their idiocy, and so, but it doesn't surprise me. It's too bad. There's some good people in Washington State. I love Washington State. I go back to Seattle any day of the week. Mary says California's debt was $443 billion. Wow. Nancy's going to find the Hear Me Out app on her iPhone. Thank you. I appreciate that. So do me a favor. I'm here on Right Wing News. Now, I got to tell you that they may be having some changes to the Right Wing News Facebook page. So, you need to go to Liberty One TV and follow me there, liberty1tv.com, or there's another great one, and that is... Hold on, I just lost it. American Patriot on Facebook. My page, Rusty Humphries. But I'm here every night, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West. American Journal Review. That's another great one. American Journal Review. So if you would follow me there, make sure that it doesn't go away. Interesting. Show's not on there. Oh, there we are. Well, that's it. I do appreciate you. 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West, Monday through Thursday. Friday, I take it off. Why? Because I want to be lazy. Please keep your comments going. I read all of them. I do appreciate all of you. Denise is embarrassed to be living in California. I don't blame you. That's it. May God bless you. May God bless America. My name is Rusty Humphries. Don't forget to find my podcast, too. The Rusty Humphries Rebellion at iTunes, Stitcher, Radio Public, Google Play, wherever they had a fine podcast can be found. I'm sure you can find my podcast. Tony says, I live in California. We're not evil people. We have a governor who can't withstand. He was elected by illegals, Hollywood and the big cities like LA and San Francisco. California is a huge state with lots of wonderful people. Yes, it is. I have family in California, and I love the state. I do. I love the state. I just wish they wouldn't do so many stupid things that cost everybody money. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. May God bless you. May God bless America. I'm Rusty Humphries. We'll see you next time.